An enemy that renders your visions useless. This forest holds many surprises. Not least creatures we've never seen before. And now we know there is another who can use the Monado.
Yeah.
I can't wait to meet him.
So you weren't just having a sneaky nap then?
No!
I'm just saying. You and Dunban are the only ones I know that can wield the Monado. How would this guy know how?
Okay, locked and loaded. Everyone, stand back.
Wow. Unbelievable.
Yeah, she's coming round. All thanks to our medic.
Are you okay?
Where am I?
Everything's fine. You're gonna be...
Get your hands off me!
Ah! Hey, watch it!
Forgive me. I did not mean to...
Sorry if we surprised you.
Are you the ones who helped me?
Well, something like that.
Excuse me. My name is Melia. Forgive my indiscretion. I have not had the pleasure of coming into contact with the male Homs.
Coming into contact?
Hey, Shulk, you're creeping this lady out.
Shut up, Ryan.
This large one is far worse.
Me?
Melia, is it? How did you get here then? What, is there no one with you?
I must apologize, but my situation does not concern you. And I shall not be divulging anything to common passers-by.
Duly noted, your ladyship. But if I were to be so bold, I'm guessing that you didn't come here alone. And you weren't just taking an afternoon nap.
And what, may I ask, are you doing here? It is rare to see Homs venture this deep into Machna Forest.
We're traveling to the head of the Bionis. We've got a long journey ahead of us.
The head of the Bionis?
We were just figuring out how to get there when we found you.
I see. Then permit me to return the favor by aiding you in your quest.
Really?
There is only one path to the head of the Bionis. It is the path that leads to Erith Sea.
So, this Erith Sea is at the head of the Bionis.
If you would be kind enough to escort me out of the forest, I will show you the way.
You do that? Thank you, Melia. I'm Shulk. Pleased to meet you.
Shulk? Ah, yes. Likewise.
She's a bit high and mighty. But she's a Homs too, right? Why is she here alone?
Ain't got a clue. Ask her yourself. I'm not good with her posh accent.
We shall travel to the Nopon village.
Nopon village? That's where we've been heading. We reckon it's our best chance of making it to the top.
Since inhabiting the region, the Nopon have been a great help. You can travel to Erith Sea from their village.
It's settled. We'll make our way to the Nopon village.
Very well. The Nopon inhabit a giant tree. If we follow this trail, we will be safe.
Then it's decided we're going to the same place we were going to already.
Hooray! Alright, so... Melia's gonna tag along with us. She is probably my favorite party member to play. She is the Black Mage character of the party. When you get her, she's okay, like... But after she learns a couple of arts, maybe like 12, 15 levels down the road, she can effectively melt things, if you set her up correctly.
Yeah, oh Jesus Christ, he's not kidding. Like, it's a shame that Artix is missing this video because he's our resident Melia stand, apparently. But yeah, basically, like, Melanie's gimmick is she's super hard to figure out how to actually play her properly, but once you do, you can basically sleepwalk to the end of the game with her.
That said, if you're not going to control Melia, do not keep her in your party. The AI is garbage with her.
Yeah, as I kind of found out the hard way on my playthrough with her.
She is an active liability if you let the computer control her.
Yeah,
Hands down.
Yeah, like, basically the only reason that you'd want Melia in your party not controlling her is just for her amazing battle banter, and even that, like, with an hour with her, you basically heard everything.
Anyway, her main gimmick is that she can summon elemental spirits. She can just hold on to the spirits to, to cast a passive buff to the party. Like, Summon Flare will increase the strength of your allies in range by, like, what, 20%?
Yeah, I think that sounds right.
Summon Bolt will do, the same, but for ether attack. Or, she can discharge the last summoned element and, fire it off at the enemy. Firing off Summon Bolt is like a... How do I put it? It's a one really big attack. It hurts, but it's also it's kind of risky to use with Melia because it generates aggro like crazy. Just because of how high damage it can be. Discharging Flare will cast an area of effect spell on the target that also inflicts the Blaze ailment, which I think does 40% of the damage that was inflicted every 2 seconds or so. Melia also comes with a couple of purple arts. He can cast Hypnosis to put an enemy to sleep to take the pressure off the party for a little bit. She has Shadow Stitch, which locks an enemy in place, which honestly, that kind of sucks. Because it just prevents them from moving around. And not much else.
Well, if you're having a hard time with, like, positional arts, I can imagine it being helpful.
They can still turn around.
Yeah, so that's...
So if Shulk is aggroed on something, locking them into a specific area is not going to help.
Right.
The other art of note that she has is Spear Break. By itself, it kind of sucks. It's just a really weak physical hit. Weak because it's coming from our Black Mage. But it does knock back the enemy a decent amount. And it will combo with another art that Melia's gonna get later down the road. That, to basically give her an instant topple all by herself.
Hang in there. Don't give up. Do this.
Manifest yourself.
Also, one other thing that's very important about Melia is that summon. You don't need her talent gauge to be full to discharge her elementals. You can just discharge whenever. When it's full, then she goes into Elemental Burst, which allows her to discharge elements and have them be even stronger. And she can use certain other arts, like Burst End over there on the end. I don't actually remember what Burst End does. I think it lowers defense of anyone in range, which is okay. It's not the best use of Elemental Burst.
I'm glad that once again, right before the enemy boss dies, it shows a vision.
I wanted to make sure I got that in the video.
It's like literally a frame before.
But yeah, Melia is great if you want to just sit back, let hopefully let your party be able to do the work, and while you try to melt enemies from afar.
Now you shall witness our power.
Don't hold back!
And again, just a reminder, she is only the second best character in the game. The actual best character is coming up next video.
I am prepared.
I can't wait for Juju to finally rejoin the party.
Oh hell yes. Y'all motherfuckers were down on him, but it's finally Juju's time to shine.
Just shaking my head.
But instead of just a buggy, he's got like a mech.
That would be pretty cool, actually.
Jesus, this turned into Xenogears awfully quickly.
I think I cut myself off when I was talking about this earlier, but in chain attacks, Melia is incredible because you're basically... She's basically a wild card as long as she's got elements up. You can discharge an element, and because it's her talent art, that means you reset the color, so whoever's next gets a free pass on whatever they want to use.
So does that
Like
make
if-
it better for her to be first or second in the chain?
I'm going to say first, because having her be second means that the AI is controlling her.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
And you cannot guarantee what the AI is going to summon.
Right.
Part of what makes her AI Melia so bad is that unless you explicitly use the command to attack, she's just going to summon elements and then just run around holding buffs. Which, that's fine, but she's not doing anything else.
Yeah, God, like, this game has a lot of Final Fantasy XII in it, but what it really kind of needed was, like, Final Fantasy XII's Gambit system, where, like, you could program your AI to, like, basically do battle in the way you want them to without having to micromanage them. And I've never seen a game, like, in this vein be able to successfully replicate it. Like, White Knight Chronicles suffers from the exact same problem where, like, the AI is bugfuck stupid and will not use magic because it's literally too dumb to do it.
Yeah, I'm told that if you actually use the attack battle command, she will discharge elements. But I was told this after I finished recording this game, so I did not get a chance to try for myself.
Fucking rip.
Let's press on.
Now you shall witness our power.
Anyway, there's a bunch of giant Orlugas down here too. If you feel like trying your luck against them, they're not too bad. Just be careful of their daze attack.
Yes, no.
Anyway, if you wanna beeline to the Nopon village, basically walk up these high walkways and you'll get there eventually. Just don't follow your AI buddies if they decide they want to jump off the bridge, I guess.
Trying really hard to get him to jump off, huh?
Maybe.
This is the entrance to Frontier Village.
So this big tree is where the Nopon live.
Ah, Bird Lady! Welcome back, Bird Lady!
I wish to speak with the village chief. Will you permit us to enter?
My pleasure, my pleasure!
I shall take you to the village chief. Follow me.
Home here! Home here! Home who? Home who?
Hum everywhere. Me want touch hum.
Me want nibble hum.
Hum taste. Phew.
Hum scary. Oh.
Nopon of Frontier Village. Melia Antigua has returned. I request an audience with your chief. Chief, will you hear my request?
Melia here.
Bird lady here.
Melia back. Bird lady back.
Bird lady?
My dear Melia, it's good to see you again so soon. And you look so well. And what of your men?
They are at one with the Bionis. They sacrificed their lives so that I might escape. But this is not my reason for coming. These Homs need your help. Will you be so kind as to listen to their request?
What could a hum need of me?
They require safe passage to Erith Sea.
I see no reason to deny them. And Melia, what of you?
I have unfinished business in this region. Once these Homs are safely on their way, I shall be on mine as well.
That girl. Something's troubling her.
We found her half dead and all alone. But I don't suppose she'll tell us the reason anytime soon.
Maybe we can help. I'll go and talk to her.
Alright. So, Melia's out of the party for the time being, so we're just gonna have to go find her.
Rats.
At some point, I learned that you can just hit R2 to max out a character's level based on how much experience they have.
I feel like that would be very useful for them to put that on the characters page and not the page where you're on all of the members.
Yeah, like
it's not on both screens is the thing. Like, that's why it's not on the characters page.
It is.
Yeah, like
it was?
It's on the top splash page with everyone, but then when you go into each individual character, it disappears.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Oh, gotcha.
It's not on each individual character's page.
Correct.
Anyway, I decided I wanted to buy some arts for an upcoming party member, and I figure everyone can get a costume change. We'll see the costumes later, but for now, we're just gonna take a tour of the Nopon village. This is the second floor? On the map, I think it's the first floor because this game was localized in Europe, so the first floor is actually the ground floor.
Shulk's just walking through this village and seeing people with names, being like, oh no.
No, that's me. There are so many people in the Nopon village, and the number of people, or who's available changes depending on whether it's night or day. You
gotta repopulate that affinity chart after Colony 6 basically or Colony 9 basically got wiped the fuck out, so...
So many villagers just waiting to be extinguished.
Oh, just wait till we find Gem Pawn.
So yeah, look, ZX or whatever, just a big old use all XP button.
Yeah, on the screen where you see everybody.
Yeah.
I'm also really annoyed I forgot to set my level up to max before Melia joined because now she's 6 levels behind everybody.
Well.
Is it strange that Shulk's not seeing any visions for these people?
he needs to know them first.
I thought you were gonna say they need to have souls.
Melia, you're welcome to come with us. Is it true? Were you alone in the forest?
That thing must be stopped by my hand. This is my pledge to those that have died.
Is it wounded? I see. The Telethia is hurt and lies in rest, wounded by a girl.
Wounded by a girl? You don't mean you're going to fight the Telethia?
How do you know of the Telethia?
When I went to collect the ether crystals, some Telethia attacked me. I managed to destroy them and get away.
You defeated Telethia? Who are you? The Monado. So that sword can...
To tell the truth, they were the Telethia spawn. Someone told me the primary Telethia is healing somewhere in the forest. It was you, wasn't it? You hurt the Telethia.
It...
Melia.
The Telethia escaped from our homeland, and I am tasked with killing it. It cannot remain free. For the sake of my people and the Nopon, it must be stopped.
Melia, we can help you defeat it if you like.
Out of pity?
No.
Why then?
It's just... I want...
Speak, Shulk, or I shall be forced to summon the Nopon chief to interpret for me.
I would like to help.
What could you possibly gain from aiding me?
I saw it. At the top of a black tower. You and I were fighting together. Fighting that faced Mekon. I also saw you fighting a huge Telethia.
It threw me the first time and all.
Forgive me, Shulk, but what are you talking about?
Shulk can see visions of the future.
See the future? And you expect me to believe this rubbish?
Believe what you want, lady. Same as I tell all the non-believers.
That'll be me then.
Oh, yeah. In any case, the only reason we got this far was because of Shulk's visions. If Shulk says he saw you in a vision, then you must be important to whatever happens next. And if you're tough enough to fight a face Mekon, you're all right in my book.
You've got my vote. A lady should not go unaccompanied onto the battlefield.
Excuse me? I am quite capable of dispatching the beast alone. I require no assistance of any kind.
My dear, I apologize, but I could not help overhearing. Their offer sounds quite reasonable. The danger extends much further than our small dwelling. Makna itself is at risk, and we shall provide you with the finest warrior of our clan.
Chief Dunga,
No need for thanks. He is the equal, if not better, of the Hom-Hom.
You do know we're listening.
The chosen Nopon hero will await you below. I shall go ahead and prepare him. Please, excuse me.
A Nopon hero? Now this I have to see.
Don't be like that. Let's meet him first.